What's up? I'm Biblecraft, just a regular dude who used to smoke weed every day. And now, well, I don't. It's been 8 months since I quit, not some crazy 2-year success story. I'm not driving a Tesla or running multiple businesses. That's not how real life works. But I am breathing clearer, thinking straighter, and for the first time in years, I actually have goals that seem obtainable. Let me take you back to where this started. Last year, I was in a pretty dark place. Wake up, hit the bong, play Minecraft until my eyes hurt, order whatever fast food was delivering fastest, watch random YouTube videos, pass out, repeat. My room looked like a disaster zone. Empty bags everywhere. Clothes I hadn't washed in weeks. Dishes growing things that probably violated the Geneva Convention. I wasn't just smoking casually. I was high from the moment I woke up to the moment I fell asleep. And I'm talking about strong stuff, not the mild weed from back in the day. Modern weed is engineered to knock you on your arse, and that's exactly what it was doing to me. The wake-up call wasn't dramatic. There wasn't some big intervention or rock bottom moment. It was a random Tuesday, and I was trying to build this massive mountain fortress in Minecraft. Spent 5 hours on it, completely blazed out of my mind. The next morning I logged back in sober and realised what I'd built looked absolutely nothing like what I thought I'd built. It was a mess. That's when it hit me. If I couldn't even trust what I was seeing in a video game, what else was I missing? That same day, I got a call from my little brother asking for help with his college applications. I told him I was too busy because the thought of reading forms while high seemed impossible, but I wasn't sober enough to want to get sober for it. When I finally called him back days later, he'd already figured it out himself. The disappointment in his voice. Man, that cut deep. Let's talk about what everyone knows but nobody wants to admit. People know when you're high. You think you're pulling it off, acting normal, being subtle. You're not. Your boss knows. Your parents know. That girl you like definitely knows. Your eyes are red, you smell like you bathed in a skunk's cologne, and you keep forgetting what you were saying mid-sentence. I showed up to my cousin's wedding reception high. Thought I was being the life of the party. My aunt pulled me aside and asked if I was feeling okay because I seemed off. The family photos from that day. I looked like a zombie with a bad case of pink eye. Not exactly the look you want preserved for generations. The money situation was another reality check. I was spending at least $300 a month on weed. That's $3,600 a year, minimum just going up in smoke. But the real cost was opportunity. I turned down a promotion at work because I didn't think I could handle the responsibility. Truth is, I couldn't handle it while high all the time, and I couldn't imagine not being high all the time. My dating life, a complete joke. I'd match with someone on Tinder, chat for a bit, then either ghost them because meeting up seemed like too much effort, or show up to the date high and wonder why there was never a second one. One girl actually texted me afterward. You seem nice, but maybe lay off the weed before dates. Brutal, but fair. So I decided to quit. Not forever necessarily, just to see if I could. 30 days was the initial goal. Seemed impossible at the time. The first 3 days are when you find out what you're made of. You're going to feel like absolute garbage. Headaches, cold sweats, insomnia. Your body's screaming for what it's used to having. That's when you have to look yourself in the mirror and make a choice. Are you going to be a little bitch who gives in, or are you going to be a man and push through? Here's how real men handle it. When that craving hits, remind yourself why you're doing this. Look at your pathetic life situation. Look at your bank account. Look at the opportunities you've missed because you were too busy getting high. Use that anger. Use that disappointment. Channel it. When you can't sleep and your mind is racing, get up and do push-ups until your arms give out. Run in place. Do something physical until your body has no choice but to shut down and rest. You're not some delicate flower who needs special teas and gentle music to fall asleep. The crazy dreams? Welcome them. They're your brain finally working properly again. Write them down if you want, but mostly just recognise them as a sign your brain is healing from all the damage you've done to it. And when you're irritable and everything pisses you off, good. Use that energy. Clean your disgusting room. fix something you've been putting off. Being comfortable is what got you into this mess in the first place. Growth happens when you're uncomfortable. Jesus didn't die on the cross by taking the easy way out. He endured pain because he had a greater purpose. What's your purpose? To be some perpetually stoned loser, playing video games and ordering DoorDash for the rest of your life? Or to actually become the man you're capable of being? Every time you resist a craving, you're building strength. Every time you push through discomfort, instead of numbing it, you're becoming stronger. This isn't just about not smoking weed. This is about finally growing the fuck up and taking control of your life. I hadn't prayed regularly in years, but I started again. Not some wimpy, please help me prayers. Real, raw conversations with God. Jesus, you didn't die for me to waste my life getting high in my mum's basement. Give me the strength to be the man you created me to be. That's the kind of prayer that gets answered. There's this verse, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. That's not some motivational poster crap. That's a battle cry. When the cravings hit hard, I'd say it out loud. Remind myself that I have the spiritual backbone to overcome this pathetic dependency. My pastor once told me something that stuck. God never gives you battles you can't handle. At first I thought that was BS, but then I realised this battle with weed is not even that hard compared to what others face. People beat cancer. People survive war. And I'm whining about not smoking a plant. Time to man up. By day 21, I noticed something. The fog was lifting. But it wasn't just about feeling better physically. It was about looking at myself in the mirror and, for the first time in years, not being disgusted by the weak man looking back at me. I was finally starting to respect myself again. I rediscovered actually finishing things I started. Not just in Minecraft, but in real life too. I deep cleaned my apartment for the first time in maybe years. Found things I thought I'd lost. Paid bills that had been piling up. Basic adult stuff that had seemed overwhelming before. Did my life dramatically transform overnight? Where I didn't suddenly become CEO of some startup or attract a supermodel girlfriend. That's not real life. But small things improved in ways I hadn't expected. My relationship with my family got better. I could actually call my mum and have a conversation without her asking if I was okay in that concerned mum voice. I helped my brother move into his dorm when he started college. Was actually present for it. Not just physically there while mentally checked out. At work I stopped being that guy everyone covers for. Started showing up on time. Every time. Started speaking up in meetings instead of hiding in the back. Paranoid that everyone knew I was high. My boss noticed. Not with some dramatic promotion, but with respect in his eyes when he talked to me. That's worth more than a few extra bucks an hour. My apartment used to look like a frat house after a 3-day bender. Empty fast food containers everywhere. Bong water stains on the carpet. The kind of place no self-respecting woman would ever want to visit twice. Now, still not Martha Stewart, but at least it doesn't smell like defeat and dirty laundry. As for Minecraft, yeah, I still play. But now I finish what I start. Got this massive fortress build that actually looks like what I intended it to be. Why? Because I'm not taking a bong hit every 20 minutes and forgetting what the hell I was doing. Even my gaming has more purpose now. Dating is still a work in progress. But at least now when I meet someone, I'm not the sketchy dude with bloodshot eyes checking his phone every 5 minutes to see if his dealer texted back. Made it to a third date last week with a girl who's actually got her shit together. The old me wouldn't have even been on her radar. I'm not going to bullshit you and say I never think about smoking anymore. Some days are harder than others. When life gets stressful or boring, that old habit tries to knock on the door. But now I recognise it for what it is, weakness trying to creep back in. And I didn't come this far to be weak again. My faith has been crucial, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. Following Christ isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about becoming the person you were created to be, even when it hurts. Even when it means giving up things that feel good in the moment but destroy you in the long run. The crazy thing is, my goals actually seem achievable now. Before I'd have these vague ideas about what I wanted to do someday, but they were always hazy, distant dreams. Now I'm taking concrete steps. enrolled in some online courses, started saving for a better apartment. Small stuff, but it's progress. So here's my challenge to you. 30 days. No excuses. No just one hit. 30 days of being a man instead of a boy. 30 days of facing life head on instead of hiding in a cloud of smoke. It's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be. Easy is what got you where you are, but every morning you wake up clear-headed. Every time you follow through on a commitment, every time you resist the urge to numb yourself, you're building the man you're supposed to be. And that man, he's got potential you can't even imagine right now. That man finishes what he starts. That man earns respect from others and from himself. That man doesn't need a chemical crutch to handle everyday life. Jesus didn't save you so you could waste your life. Your parents didn't raise you to be some perpetual teenager. It's time to step up, face the discomfort, and grow through it. The path to becoming a better man isn't found in avoiding pain. It's found in embracing the right kind of pain. The kind that forges you instead of destroying you. The kind that builds calluses on your soul instead of holes in your spirit. I'm 8 months clean now. Not perfect. Still struggle sometimes. But I look in the mirror and see a man who's finally growing up. A man who's starting to live up to his potential. A man who doesn't run from difficulty. You can be that man too. But first you have to put down the bong, face the withdrawal like a warrior, and start the journey. Start today, not tomorrow. Not after one last high. Today. Because today is the only day you're guaranteed. Man up. Grow up. Show up. The world needs stronger men. Time to become one of them. The 30-day challenge starts now.